peace and light and ground rising family. Thank you for tuning in yet again to the continuation series of the Mind Vitamins 51 Days series. We began this journey 15 days ago. Today is the day 16 capsule in the series. If this is your first time for encountering the series, please go back to the previous broadcast, as each broadcast builds upon each other. You shall richly and greatly be inspired, encouraged, motivated, and you shall fully receive that which will challenge you to embody the God aura, essence, and presence each broadcast, each capsule is encapsulated with. So please, you don't want to miss any part of it, and you don't want to miss further broadcasts too. That's why I encourage you, or rather plead with you, to like and share and subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so that you shall be rightly notified when further broadcast is uploaded. Please do this to help this awareness, to help this enlightenment, to help this light flood the entire planet. For we need this now. You can see the darkness in the world and the gross darkness on the people, gross darkness of ignorance on the people. So this message, this message, I can't stress it enough, is what we need right now. This message is timely. It's timely. It's timely. My heart is towards helping others realize this God aura, this God essence, and this God presence each and every one of us carries. Yet majority of us allow it to lay dormant and untapped even throughout their lifetime. We are all conditioned, indoctrinated to seek God outside of ourselves, whereas God aura, essence, and presence lies dormant in us, lies untapped in us. This is what this channel is all about, to bring God down from the sky into your very own heart, mind, and consciousness, into your very own being. We've been told we are the image of God. We've never been told, or we have never received such emphasis that we are indeed the very aura, the very essence, the very presence of God. That we are indeed can manifest the attributes and character of God in our world. And this is what we need now. This is what we need now. Without any further delay, let's go into today's broadcast, today's capsule, the day 16 capsule of the Mind Vitamins 51 Days series. I woke up this ground rising, seeding my consciousness with these words, flooding my mind with these words, telling my mind and my entire being, I am the shelter for the poor, the orphans, and the widows. You are the shelter for the poor, the orphans, and the widows. We are the shelter for the poor, the orphans, and the widows. For this is how God is praised and worshiped. This is how God, this is what God does, or this is what God do. This is how we truly, if we now say, okay, we are for worshiping God and praising God, this is the greatest worship and the greatest praise we can ever think of or able to give to God. The I am that I am, which you and I embodies. So we are, or we ought to be, the shelter for the poor, the orphans, and the widows. I went further to impress on my mind, I am the transmitter of divine light to the world. You are the transmitter of divine light to the world. We are the transmitter of divine light to the world. And went further to say, I go forth to comfort all broken hearts today. I go forth into the day to comfort all broken hearts today. You are going forth into the day to comfort all broken hearts today. I went further. My presence breaks all chains of addiction and destroy the depression holding many hostage. My presence breaks all chains of addiction and destroy the depression holding many hostage. Your presence break all chains of addictions and destroy the depression holding many hostage. This is what God does. This is what God do. And we are that very aura, that very essence, that very presence of God. If only we can saturate and inundate our being with this frequency and vibration and open ourselves up for this power, this supernatural power, this supernatural aura, this supernatural essence, this supernatural presence to flow in and through us, serving as a conduit. You can see the second line of the broadcast of today's capsule said, I am the transmitter of divine light to the world, making us a transmitter of the aura, the essence, and the presence of God. We are the transmitter of the aura, the essence, and the presence of God. That is who we are. The transmitter, the one who cosmically, universally, and naturally receives these downloads and now transmit it to our world, because that is exactly what God does or what God do. So we'll take today's proclamation. We'll take today's proclamation. I proclaim my mind is the liberation, encouragement, upliftment of the masses. My mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses. Your mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses. Your mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses. And because my mind is filled with divine inspiration and life changing truth, because your mind is filled with divine inspiration and life changing truth. Your mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses, because your mind is filled with divine inspiration and life changing truth. My mind is the, I proclaim, my mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses, because my mind is filled with divine inspiration and life changing truth. You proclaim your mind is the liberation, encouragement, motivation, and upliftment of the masses, because your mind is filled with divine inspiration and life changing truth. Brethren, sisters and brothers, brothers and sisters, our world can be better than we met it if only we allow ourselves embody every letter, words, clause, and sentences of today's broadcast. We are indeed responsible, and we can indeed be that change that we seek in our world. I love you. I care about you. Please make this broadcast visible. Make the visibility of this broadcast in YouTube algorithm viral by liking and sharing. Subscribe to the channel and click on the bell so that you will not miss further uploads. But this channel is poised to flood the planet with the knowledge, the enlightenment, the awareness of this same God aura, essence, and presence that we have been deceived to seek in organized religion. Whereas we have that same aura, essence, and presence in us lying dormant. So it's time to activate. It's time to wake up and be that which we are seeking. For what we are seeking is already in us. It's time for us to embody it. Peace and light and grand rising family.